Hello, it is day 16 of POEMVEMBER 2022. I'm KP Kashbowski. I'm a poet, filmmaker, and theater maker, and also the guide of the Labyrinth, which is a growing resource library for writers. Today's poet inspirer is Heather Christle, and I'll be reading her poem called I Can't Swim. And every morning of November in 2022, I'll be posting a video of at least 3 prompts for poets or writers to use as inspiration as we write one poem a day and get into the soup of writing regularly, if we aren't already, but even if we are, we could still use it. Okay. I Can't Swim by Heather Christle. I can't swim because I can't fit into the water. I am 2 million feet tall, but thank you for inviting me. I am standing in line inside my giant shirt. If someone wanted to weaponize me, they would tell me to lie down on New York, and the city I destroyed would hurt me back. I eat stars. It's a riot, I know. My big mouth full of their light. Okay, prompt number 1 is use the first phrases of each of Christle's stanzas to write your own poem. So this is for people who like more of a construction-based prompt. And I put in the description below the phrases and then blank. So you can use that as your basis of your poem. Prompt number 2 is to consider a time where you felt physically out of place. Maybe you weren't dressed for the weather, or maybe you weren't dressed for the pleasure. Maybe the shape or size of your body did not fit inside the child-sized space. So prompt number 2 is to write a poem about a place or event that required you to be someone or something you could not change. Prompt number 3 is I'd like you to think of everything you can't do. Time yourself for 5 minutes and write down as many things as you can that you cannot do for whatever reason. Then after that 5-minute timed writing list, I'd like you to pinch over that a little bit of surrealism. So maybe locate 1 or 2 of these things you cannot do and write about someone or something that cannot do them as well, but in an extraordinary situation. So maybe you're a giant, like in Christle's poem. Maybe you require water to breathe. Maybe you can hear other people's thoughts, and that's why you can't do something. So another way to phrase this is write a poem that explains what you are unable to do because you are beyond the norm of human behavior and shape. And then there's a revision prompt. So I'd like you to take a previously written poem and revise it as if you were speaking in first person and you're explaining the mechanics of a situation or why your personhood is unable or able to participate in that poem's situation. That's it. Day 16. I also put a link to a few things of Heather Christle's work, and I highly encourage you to look into the rest of her poetry if you haven't already, because I think that she does an incredible job of blending like fabulism, strangeness, with like the resounding truth of being a human in this world at the same time. So I love her work. All right, tomorrow's Poet Inspirer is Nicole Callahan, and I'll be using a video performance of her reading one of her poems. So we get to hear her words in her voice, which I think is really important for her work, but also for specifically the poem I chose for tomorrow. So I hope that you watch through to really soak in how the writer themselves reads that. And also if you want a link to or invite link to our private Discord, please message me and I'll give that to you. Okay, have a very good day. Wee. Wee.